Well, the plop is hitting the fan. YouTube LGBT video makers sue claiming discrimination. This is an interesting one. Again, depending on which kind of lens you have, how you view the world, you could say, some people would say that YouTube is the most pro LGBTQ plus. I mean, they've missed out those. Maybe they just couldn't be bothered. Friendly, platform there is. If you look at YouTube's own channel and the kind of things they promote, in terms of creators, there's a hell of a lot of stuff to do with being trans, being, weird thing is saying the words for people that like the same sex does have an effect. So therefore, they are correct. I'll tell you, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this without saying it. Okay. So they are very pro all those types of people, because before one of my channels got demonetized, there was one video that was demonetized, and I couldn't work out for the life of me why, because it was just a music thing, and the whole point of the music video was just doing lyrics as ad-libs. So I was just doing loads of different rappers ad-libs, and that was all the lyrics were just different ad-libs. It's an ad-lib song, basically, just as a funny little gimmick idea. So there's nothing, and there's no swearing in it. There was nothing in there that could possibly get it demonetized, and I was racking my brain over it. And then, of course, Nerd City did an expose type thing a while ago. Was it last year? Or was it the year before? Whenever that came out, and where there was when they found code of certain words that triggers demonetization and gets you deranked. And some of the words were the surname of the president of the United States of America. I'm trying to do this whole thing without saying these words. I might fail. So there's the president, his surname. And there's also the G word, which refers to someone who likes someone of the same sex. And there was part of, in one of the lyrics, a guy comes out. This is in my video, and it was like an old school rapper, and says the G word. And that was it, and it all became clear. Because in their mind, it's like people, saying, "Oh, that's so," referring to something being whack, is maybe what they were clamping down on. But it's had a huge backlash, and a hell of a lot of LGBT video makers have suffered because of it. And this has been going on for a long time, so it's quite strange that I don't know. Maybe they've been working on putting a case together for a long time. I don't know. Maybe the article will tell me. Who knows? Maybe I'm wasting time. But they have a point, because it has. There's certain words, and this has been it's been talked about quite a lot. How LGBT videos have been deranked and demonetized because of the rampant Google bots demonetizing everything they think is naughty. So a group of YouTube video makers is suing it, and parent company Google. We might as well sue the parent company, ABC, Alphabet, or whatever it is. Not ABC, Alphabet. Might as well. Claiming both discriminate against LGBT-themed videos and their creators. The group claims YouTube restricts advertising on LGBT videos and limits their reach and discoverability. But YouTube said sexual orientation and gender identity played no role in deciding whether videos could earn ad revenue or appear in search results. A judge will now decide whether a jury will hear the case in California. This could be beneficial for everybody, because they may have to prove their case, they may have to disclose what the algorithm's actually doing, which is something that they just don't talk about. It's just like, or maybe there's somebody think they don't even know what it's doing. It's just a rampant lunatic just going around going, no. Like, no one really knows. It's like Skynet. It's the birth of Skynet. Yeah, so, yeah, they will say that it has no effect on whether it gets demonetized, because their image is all pro everything that is apparently loving and beautiful. And obviously, YouTuber's got her channel terminated after her last video that was on there. And watching that video, I was like, yeah, this is the end. That video's hardcore. Hard. That went hard in the paint. Raised some interesting views as well. But it is bizarre because certain stuff that is monetized, like I had an issue with Mr. Desmond is Amazing because of one video I did on Desmond is Amazing. If you don't know who that is, that's the quite famous drag kid. He's about 11 or something. And he went on a rampage claiming, well, not him personally, but the management group, on a rampage claiming every video that possibly, was sort of disparaging towards his lifestyle, or his, or the lifestyle his mum's chosen for him, as it might be the case. To an extent that the video that I used and other more high-profile people used, the video they claimed that I used wasn't even in there. Proper false claim. I'd had my claim declined first time, and then I never had to go for it a second. And I was like, oh, sod this. So I actually, I'll name him. It's Live. It's not Live Nation, but it's a wing of Live Nation. Actually, his management, and I actually tried to contact them directly, and I found a Facebook page, and I sent them a direct message. And some geezer who was on a train, who remained nameless with me, actually went through the video about 8 times, I think. So thanks for the views. And got it reinstated. Because it was completely, it wasn't, I've had other videos claimed before. It wasn't claimed, it was blocked. It was blocked. So they allow that kind of thing to happen. Whereas they can, a little drag kid, but then you've got these grown-up YouTube creators who know their own minds, get deranked and demonetized. It's like, really? How's that so? Anyway, the legal action makes a wide range of claims, including that YouTube removes advertising from videos featuring trigger words such as yes and yes, so that's the G word and the L word. It does, it's been proven. I really hope they got a good lawyer and just puts on that Nerd City video and goes, well, here it is. This is true. It was exposed. And then when it was exposed, they hid the code. They hid it. They actually hid it. Because, on Chrome and maybe on Firefox, you can right click and go to the source code and you can see where it is. And then it was gone. Often labels LGBT themed videos as sensitive or mature and restricts them from appearing in search results or recommendations. Does not do enough to filter harassment and hate speech in the comments section. Okay, the last one, just do one like a comments section is basically just a forum for harassment. People put nice comments at like 14, Like, come on. Does not do enough to filter harassment and hate speech in the comment section. Like, how? Like, see, that's a stupid one to throw in to their legal case. Because because then you got to filter out using some, like, what do you think the algorithm's doing? The algorithm's already crazy as it is. And you want it to filter the comment section. Comments help boost your videos anyway. Yeah, so, excuse me, I'm just dying. Like, so, what that's counterintuitive. That's counteractive. Counterintuitive? I just don't know words. That's counteractive. Like, that's not good. Because then they're going to, like, say, oh, you got to enforce this algorithm. Because you can't manually go through it. Like, manually going through videos. Think how many comments per video there are. And how many videos. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, what are you going to do? Then you got to, like, search for trigger words in the comments. And they all get blocked. Like, what? You think that's a good idea? Watch how badly wrong that'll go to. Like, come on, that was such a stupid idea. What a ridiculous thing to throw in there. It wasn't bad enough. And anyway, you're looking at it as all the wrong thing. Embrace the hate, because it boosts you anyway. You're worried about your videos getting deranked. Well, it will boost your rankings from having comments. That's why I encourage it. Anytime someone writes something disparaging towards any channel I've got, I'll go at them and have a row with them because, like, I'm small. So I'm like, well, it's a comment. Well, but like, well, let's milk this cow. Let's get some more comments, baby. Go hard. It was filed by a group of video makers from the US, including, so we've got singer Bria Cam and actor Chrissy Chambers, who run a joint YouTube channel with more than 850,000 subscribers. Amp Summers, who produces sex education videos. Okay, well, sex education, I don't know if that should be aimed at children anyway. I don't, like, that's not really, in the terms of YouTube, it's not really advertiser friendly. YouTube is a bit stupid in that regard, as in, you know, like, adult things do generate ad revenue. That's why, you know, because adults buy stuff, so therefore adult content, you know, it's a very silly thing. They just want, I don't know, kids to buy Cocoa Pops or something. Chase Ross, who documents his experiences as a transgender man, and Lindsay Amer, who produces LGBT-themed educational videos. Is she the one that makes those real wacky things? I don't know. The legal action also claims Google refused to let the creators of a show called G News advertise their program because it contained shocking content. In a phone call heard by BBC News, one Google ad representative told the program's producers that sexuality content about the G's broke its advertising rules. YouTube said it did not discriminate against LGBT video makers. Our policies have no notion of sexual orientation or gender identity, and our systems do not restrict or demonetize videos based on these factors or the inclusion of terms like G and T. Spokesman Alex Joseph. Oh no, I've already said transgender. I don't think that one's in there. In addition, we have strong policies prohibiting hate speech, and we quickly remove content that violates our policies and terminate accounts that do so repeatedly. Hey, let's not even get into the whole hate speech thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of haters out there spewing hate that aren't deemed hate speech speakers. Do you know what I mean? YouTube said it had removed 220 million comments in the first 3 months of 2019, 99% of which had been detected automatically. And they removed more than 3,000 channels for publishing hate speech. YouTube's advertiser-friendly content guidelines do not prohibit the discussion of LGBT themes. However, videos discussing sexual experiences, sex toys and devices, and fetishes are not allowed to carry ads. Which is stupid, because surely there's, like, you know, a big butt plug company out there that wants to advertise their butt plugs to people that want to use butt plugs. Like, why have they, as a company that just adores money, why have they limited themselves so much? Like, how they not figured that one out a long time ago? Anyway, the company accepted its automated systems did make mistakes when deciding whether to exclude a video from advertising, but said video makers could appeal against automated decisions. Yes. So in the past, YouTube has not always explained exactly why specific videos have been excluded from advertising or flagged as unsuitable for all audiences. The lack of specific information has frustrated video makers from all walks of life. The phenomenon was even given a nickname, the Adpocalypse. God, the BBC, they got their thumbs on that pulse, baby. The lack of specific information has frustrated video makers from all walks of life. The phenomenon was... Oh, sorry, I just read that again. So I was so baffled by it. YouTube says it does not discriminate against LGBT themes, and it is easy to find a popular LGBT channels on YouTube that do carry advertisements. However, YouTube's ad placement and content moderation decisions are mostly made by algorithms, which can struggle with the intricacies and nuance of human life. Yes, that's right. The robots are not your friends. YouTube does not place ads on videos about sex toys or as policy, but can its algorithm tell the difference between a marital aid and a prosthetic penis designed for a transgender man? How accurately can its machines distinguish between sexual content and sexuality content? If the group gets its case in front of a jury, YouTube may be under pressure to provide more clarity about how its algorithm works. This is why this has to happen. Because everyone wants to know. It's like the big secret. What is the algorithm? I know it's probably constantly changing. It's like, what is this algorithm? Because I tell you, I do some things that are completely fine with all the regulations and nothing. And then I do ones that are completely against their policies and nothing. But then I do ones that are completely against their policies, but the algorithm just picks it up. It doesn't quite make sense. Now, there's probably 100 gurus out there who are going to advertise you on Facebook telling you how to break the YouTube algorithm, but they're all lying because no one knows. YouTube probably doesn't even know. You're just going to have to become a robot. It's probably the only way to do it. Anyway, well, there you have it. It needs to happen. It will be fascinating. You know, if someone has to stand up in front of a jury and explain what the algorithm's actually doing. Because nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's one of the big mysteries of life. Nobody knows. Like where AIDS came from. Nobody knows. Anyway, share, like, subscribe, write a comment. Especially if it's hateful.